Hello friends, it's Jakara here again. Today we're going to be talking about mindset. Now I know mindset is a huge topic here on YouTube and just in general, and a lot of people have been creating content around it, but I wanted to give my take on mindset in relation to how it affects your mind-body connection. It's actually the most important thing. And in that vein, I'm going to be doing several videos about having the right mindset to have a healthier body, a healthier life. And today we're going to be talking specifically about ways to stop beating yourself up. So it's the new year. Happy New Year, by the way. And people are starting to make New Year's resolutions like losing weight or eating healthier or going into the gym or quitting smoking, something like that. But before they even do those things, you have to go through a decision-making process. And we can talk about decision-making process in another video, but once you get to the final step, which is to make the actual decision to make a change, you have to stop beating yourself up for any activity or any behavior that you've had in the past that has kept you from meeting your goals. So how do you start beating yourself up? How do you let the past go? Well, first of all, you have to acknowledge your dis-ease. So disease is broken up into dis-ease, meaning the feeling of being uneasy, right? You're uneasy about something, whether it's a behavior or the way your body looks or the way you eat or whatever the habit is that you've acquired over the years. So you have to acknowledge, okay, for instance, I will use myself as an example. I have a lot of uneasiness with the way my body is functioning and the way my body looks. I have gained a lot of weight over the last year and a half. A lot of that was due to illness, which was real disease, but you see what I'm talking about? I acknowledge that I do not like the state of my body as it is right now. But do I go around saying, oh, I'm so fat, and oh, I look so ugly, and oh, just pounding myself into the ground? No, I do not do that. I said, okay, this is the current state of where I am. I acknowledge it. I acknowledge that I don't like it, and I know that I want to change it. Okay, so that's when that whole decision-making process comes into play, and then making the decision to make the change. But in the meantime, you can't beat yourself up. Now, if you say the things that you say about yourself, about somebody else, what do you think that would make you look like, right? You'd look like a total a-hole, right? Like, you'd look like, why would you do that to somebody else? So if you wouldn't do it to someone else, why would you do it to yourself, is what I'm trying to say. So stop doing that. And in that, you have to know what your negative language is. I call it regressive language. What regressive language are you using? Oh, I'm just so fat. Oh, I just can't stop eating. Oh, I just, I look in the mirror, I just see a fat cow. Really? You really gonna do that to yourself? That is not helpful. It's regressive language, and it doesn't get you any closer to where you want to be, and any closer to a mindset that will put you in a place mentally so that you can achieve your goals. So number 2 is to stop the negative talk. So after you acknowledge your dis-ease, stop the negative talk, okay? Number 3, forgive yourself, okay? I know that's hard. I know that's a hard one for me. To forgive yourself for any behaviors or patterns of behaviors or things that you've done in the past, like for me, overeating, eating late at night, not going to the gym. Just let it go. Let it go. Don't say, oh, I'm such a bad person because da 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 da. No, 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 no. Forgive yourself. I forgive myself for not making my health a priority. However, I am now making it a priority, and I have made the decision to do the steps and take the steps towards the goals to become healthier. That's how you do that. Now, I know that's a difficult process, especially if it's something, a little bit more related to relationships or something like that. A lot of people have a hard time forgiving themselves for their past mistakes. We're human beings. We are in the state of being. So in that, we will make mistakes. We will stumble and fall. But the thing is, you have to forgive yourself. None of us are perfect, right? So, number 3, forgive yourself. Number 4, love yourself where you are right now. I say this to my girlfriends all the time. I know you're not happy with the way you look or the weight you've gained or whatever the case may be, but this is you. This is you right now. In this very moment. This is who you are and this is what you are. So just embrace it. Embrace it and say, you know what? I know I'm bigger than I want to be, but I'm functioning. I am relatively healthy. I am doing things in the world. I am accomplishing things. And just because I don't live in the body that my dream body, doesn't mean that I should just not love where I am. I mean, part of loving yourself is loving yourself at every stage. So if you can do that, you've made some progress in your growth. You've made some progress in your growth as a human being because every stage serves a purpose. And maybe this stage of you being overweight or being unhealthy is just to show you how you don't want to be. Okay? Sometimes there's value in learning what you don't want versus what you want. So once you realize, okay, this is not what I want, but I'm going to love myself where I am. I'm still, my body is not me, right? Your body is not you, really. It is the shell in which houses your personality and your soul and all of that. But it is not you. You are so much more than that. So much more, infinitely more than your body. So love those parts of you that are great and wonderful and give to the world and make the world a better place. Okay. So I think I'm on number 5 here. Number 5. Know that change is possible. And that not only is it possible, it's inevitable. We are, as I said, living beings. We're in the process of being. And in the process of being, you go through different metamorphoses in your life. Your body may do the same thing. In different stages, whether you're a child and you're growing and you grow rapidly into a young adult, and then from a young adult into a middle-aged adult until an elderly adult. So in each stage, your body goes through a process of adjusting, adapting to the environment, to your surroundings, to the people around you, to the things that you do, the habits you form. But change is inevitable. It happens, right? So your body has changed into a spot where you're like, well, I don't really like this change and I want to make it different. It's totally possible. You can make change possible. All you have to do is put the steps in place and the systems in place for you to be successful in making those changes. But don't feel that, oh, I'm stuck. This is how I am, and this is how I'm always going to be, and this is... No, that is not true. We are always evolving. We're always changing. Our body cells, the cells of our bodies change constantly. We get whole new organ systems over months and years because our body regenerates and changes and grows and forms new life within life, right? So I just want to leave you with that thought on your mindset and ways to stop beating yourself up. Number one, acknowledge that you're uncomfortable or that you have some uneasiness with whatever the situation is, your body, your habits, whatever the case may be. Number two, use progressive language versus regressive language. 3, accept yourself and love yourself where you are. Love yourself, whatever the status is that you are. 4, forgive yourself. You know, we all are human beings and we all make mistakes and it's okay. And number 5, you want to know that change is possible. And not only is it possible, it's inevitable. So it's just a matter of where you want those changes to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will come back for my next video. And if you like this type of content, if you like this type of information, then go ahead and click the subscribe button. I'd love to have you back for my next video. And I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. And until I see you next time, I wish you love and peace.